This is not one I've written recently, it's one I wrote when I was asked by York University last year to write for their project that they were doing. The sociology department was doing a project on racism, rights and resistance. So I'm going to read this one, and I'm going to pause at certain sections because I'll have to, with the presence of children, edit some of the harsh, violent terminology that is used in here. It's called Racism, Rights and Resistance. Fellow travelers, Franz Fanon wrote the canon on why you and I are excluded, so let's not be deluded, me and you. It's our hue and our creed by which we are judged, not our deeds. Racism, rights, resistance. My race, my rights and resistance. Resistance against those arresting my rights because of my race, this face, this dress, this belief. God, I'm in disbelief. Racism, rights, resistance. The race to provide assistance to those whose rights are withheld facing resistance because of their race. Exclusion, walls, borders, wealth hoarders, barking orders. Stay away, stay in your dinghy, stay in your thingy, your boat, your moat, pulling up the drawbridge, drown. We don't care, just stay there. But I'll resist. Their projectile death wish, in the words of James Baldwin and Dean Atta, I'm nobody's N-word either. And I'm nobody's terrorist. No one's ninja, P-word, black Iraqi, Somali pirate, nobody's unendearing, overused terms of abuse. I refuse. I refuse. Resistance. Did you build a fence to keep me out? Did NATO just declare war on me in my dinghy, destitute and afraid? Did you fill your column inches with unabating hate? Did you give up on fostering discussion where maybe we could relate? If you believe in God who made Adam, then I'm the daughter of Eve. And if you believe in Darwin, well, I guess you evolved from Eve. Either way, the only real race is the human one. The rest are constructs of division. Contemplate that for just one moment. Envision. Tired. I am tired of speaking to you and humanizing myself to you, reminding you daily that I am your human sister, that my blood is red too, that my children are born of wombs too, that they emerge naked and helpless too, and they cry for the first time a lungful of a shared air too. I am tired of reminding you that I have a father too, who looked after me and took me to school, that I have a mother who raised me, combed my hair and cooked the best food too. I'm tired of telling you that I have siblings I played ball with, nurtured pets with, and rode bikes with too. I'm tired of telling you just how tired I am and just how bad the place we left was and still is. I'm tired of running, and I'm tired of fleeing, and I'm tired of the dehumanizing racism and the desecration of my rights. Take a seat and listen. Hello, I don't believe we've met before, but I have something very important to tell you. I am your sister. I am your human sister. My skin may be a different hue, but when I'm cut, I bleed like you. Don't make me show you. When I burn my skin, despite its melanin, it singes just like yours. Don't make me show you. Now, I'm not so sure you're human at all when you shoot at me as I flee from those shooting at me. Who's playing a game of blaming? Not me. This is crazy and mad and real deadly. Those images you see on your television screens are not cartoons of animation when barrel bombs and drones decimate hospitals, schools, streets, towns. Those are not illusions. When you hear our people scream, they are not actors pretending for the screen. The abject horrors are crazy and mad and real deadly. Roll call. The uncivilized, then colonized. Those oppressed, so repressed. Poor victims, terrorists, a bunch of migrants, swarms. Shoot them, stop them, hate them. If you don't know my name, don't baptize me with yours. If you don't know my worth, don't make me ingratiate my noble self as serf. If you don't know my name, learn it before you speak it. It's on my birth certificate. I am your human sister. See the sea. I used to paint the sea when I was a child in school, with rich colors of pastel blues and turquoise shades, golden sand dunes and yellow suns, distant black birds like little letters V on the horizons. That was before. Before the bombs and the bloodshed, before a time when families sat around tables for dinner, laughing as they fed, when blankets were used to keep us warm at night instead of body bags to wrap up the dead. The sea is not so pretty and serene when you are cold and sick and you've thrown everything you've owned, while what was left of it overboard. Not so pretty and calm when you've witnessed every kind of wrong and you've had to give your fellow travelers a burial at sea. Men overboard, women overboard, babies overboard. I used to love the sea. Now, I just want to be landlocked and safe. Safe from drowning, safe from bombs, safe from wrongs and hunger, safe from snipers, safe from injustice, safe from abuse, safe from insults, safe from racism, safe from. Before you call me an illegal immigrant, refugee, migrant, crisis-causing, undocumented person, remember, I am a human being. And the troubles I flee from have their roots in your corridors of power, and now come at the hour. I am your human sister, and you can't choose family, so deal with racism. Deal with my rights. Deal with my resistance. I made it. I made it. With or without your help, I made it. To safety, I made it. With God's help, I made it. I rested my bones and made myself a new home, furnished with memories. Some made me weep and others lightened my load. Some made me smile, reminding me of times gone by. I've met good people, conscientious folk who concerned themselves with my rights and resistance, worked for the greater good and understood the race we shared was human. And God showed me some mercy through them. I made new friends who had a similar story, a perilous journey, lost loves and lost lives, high cost, but at what price? Unmarked graves of fallen men and women, babes in arms and exhausted children. If they cannot speak from 6 feet under, those of us who made it, we will shout over this hateful thunder. Enough severed ties and broken bonds, men in grey suits with selective souls, smugglers and roots, migrant crisis and ISIS, broken records and mantras while we sleep with the fishes. Somebody tell me what this is. Enough human debris washing up on the beaches. Is that how low our reach is? We will speak for those whose deaths haunt us. We will live and we will thrive. We've come too far not to survive. The human race is one, and the rights you afford yourselves must be one for all. But until then, insistence on resistance.